All right, it is January 5th, so Happy New Year. I didn't want to start it on a somber note, but I want to more celebrate and remember the passing of someone who, unfortunately, we lost 2 days, I think it was, before New Year's in a hit and run on his motorcycle. And that, well, it was that guy. It was Roger Armstrong. This is with double fisted there. My picture here. But fucking was one of the best, and he was out in there supporting a lot of bands and musicians, and I know I saw some of it. He sometimes would say some things that would be upset some people, and I totally understand why you'd be upset with him. But in general, he was always a very warm and welcoming and supportive person and musician, and fucking was always there to all of it. And fucking yeah, this is authentic. Fuck. But yeah, so we're gonna fucking miss Roger, and that's why underneath this episode we've got a double fisted song, The Overtime Blues, and fucking hope they catch the asshole that did this. And I think a lot of people are going to miss him, and it's such a bummer, but fucking rest in peace, dude. You were fucking awesome to know, and fucking awesome to see you around, and watching live music when you could around your day job and everything, and gonna miss you. So yeah, this is, well, I guess we'll dedicate this episode to Roger, and I got a memorial to tell you about too. So amongst a lot of things, well, a lighter week of shows because it's still early in the year. But amongst all that, I got some shows to check out, so including his little memorial show. So without delay, let's go. Yes, welcome to another episode of Every Show Joe Says Go, where I still recommend masking up, as it also helps slow the spread of the flu of COVID, avoid the year and a half process of me going through so many different tests, trying to find anything that they can treat. If you've been following social media, I peeked at my blood test that I'm going to go over with my primary doctor on Monday. So they were testing for Epstein-Barr, and we'll see if I understand them at all, but if also maybe that was responsible for this. COVID research has shown that it actually can affect and reactivate Epstein-Barr, which apparently exists. I've learned all about this virus. Apparently exists in 90% of adults, and for most people you don't even know you have it. And it looks like COVID is actually starting to reactivate some of it for some people and cause some of the exact symptoms I've been experiencing. Chronic fatigue and it's brain fog, but I feel like that doesn't describe it. It's like there's a wall there at times, and just things, and some fogginess. But yeah, so you want to do what you can to mitigate and lower the risk of this. Also helps make these spaces more inclusive for immunocompromised friends that I say every week. Like, everyone loves to watch music. Let's make these spaces more comfortable for them so they can at least go catch some of their favorite artists live, right? Simple. Also, of course, the other housekeeping is wherever you watch this, please be sure to like it. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you enjoy it. Oh, excuse me. But I know it was a somber, and I'm like still feeling. Oh, it's hard to pump yourself up after you're just thinking about someone you lost. But, yeah, be sure to like this for watching it, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, youtube.com/everyshowjoe, Instagram, where else? I posted in many places, Patreon, because we don't get ad revenue on here, but if you help by subscribing once, maybe upon a time. God, I don't know where I'm going with maybe one day we will see some ads on here that I can make a little bit off of. Of course, it's not making a living. That's why the Patreon exists. So patreon.com/everyshowjoe. You can go over there, support to consider it like a tip jar, which also Facebook, they have those stars things, which also consider a tip jar. But you can go to patreon.com/everyshowjoe and support $1 a month, $5 a month, all that kind of stuff. I appreciate everyone that does support me there. Thank you very, very, very much from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, patreon.com/everyshowjoe. Alright, we're starting to get a little more upbeat. But also, the other thing you can do, go to everyshowjoe.com, check out the stuff I did make it out to. It was, like I said last week, 22 shows, which technically was like 6 that were in walking distance from my hotel room at Punk Rock Bowling, so I don't know if that drops in a little bit, but at least enabled me to get out to some stuff for generally 3 bands, which I fucking hate this. Chronic Fatigue Blows. Let's just say that. But it did make me out. It helped, and yeah, tangent. Regardless, everyshowjoe.com. I made it out to 2 shows with my actual camera and took pictures and fucking posted them over there, so you can check that out and why I thought they were fucking amazing. Like Devin Kane and Solutions, who's coming back with Jer on February 29th. So just gonna throw that out there too. But yeah, you can go catch out that one with pictures of Celeste, Okinawa Plane Crash, Bocat, and speaking of Celeste, I saw a new album coming out, EP, 3 songs, something like that. Go keep an eye on it. But yeah, super, super cool. And like I said at the top, and Roger, just fucking wish he would actually be watching this at this point. But we got a Double Fisted song underneath here, so you can go check that out. But also, trying to be upbeat while also feeling every time I'm thinking about it. But things we can do to bring some positivity to the world, of course, I like to throw out there is to get involved. We got everyshowjoe.com/get involved. It's in the menu bar, so if you go over there, you can find it that way too. It's got links to RAIN, helping victims of rape, sexual assault, all that. Also got 1 in 10, and an organization that's helping our LGBTQIA youth grow up and embrace and be themselves. I mean, it's already tough being adolescent, let alone, especially in this fucking state. So awesome to see them out there helping and just making everything better for everyone there. National Center for Transgender Equality. We've got Black Lives Matter, Poder in Action, another one I like to spotlight. Really good. They're about taking down and rebuilding the systems without the systematic racism and other things that have been just intertwined for decades. And that's awesome. So that's linked on there. There's plenty of stuff there. There is the Silent Project, which works with our music scene. There's a local one also working to help the homeless get self-harm. Punk Rock Saves Lives, another one helping with mental health and working with our punk scene. And on the national scale, you can find them too. But yeah, all those links are over there, including the Abortion Fund of Arizona, which I did sign something to get on the ballot for this year in Arizona. Your reproductive rights should be your choice, not the choice of stupid moron politicians. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I think we know. Go follow Playboy Man, baby. Or Robbie, really. He's doing some really good political work. Just gonna throw that out there too. But yeah, so you can go check that out. Link to on everyshowjoe.com/get involved. But speaking of other stuff, it was a somber note. I'm realizing this, but fucking we'll miss him. But speaking of wanting to support your friends and get out there who play music and fucking do amazing jobs at it, best, simplest way to do it, as I always stress every week, is just buy the merch, buy the shirts, buy the CDs, go buy their vinyls, go buy the hoodies, because it's fucking freezing. At least to this Venetian, it is fucking freezing out there. I don't know. It's finally cold. It only took January. Usually I feel like this happens in December. But anyways, hand it. Go buy the merch of your favorite artists, your favorite bands. Go to their merch booth. Go to their websites if they have them. Go onto their band camps. Go anywhere that they're selling the merch directly, and that's the best way to support them. But yeah, right, simple, easy. And of course, I throw out NEVA, National Independent Venue Association, NEVASSOC.org. They're there representing your independent venues in our government system and helping there. And they have an emergency fund. That's the other reason I throw it on there. So they try to support where they can the independent venues that might need the support. And then, most fun, simplest, easiest way every fucking week that you can do to support your favorite musicians, your favorite bands, your favorite venues, all of it. and get some good food. Crescent burrito shout out. Actually, tacos. I didn't even mention that last week. Good, you can get good tacos at either New Year's show that I was mentioning. Crescent or Yucca. Anyways, we're getting hungry. Let's start tonight, though. Friday, the 5th. It is 2024. Holy crap. It's another year. All times are Arizona times, which are Mountain Standard times, because we don't do really things. But right now, no one is. So, perfect. Hopefully the math is right here. Let's start at the top. Even a little adjustment on one of these and another show I added in. We got the Stonebenders with Significant Others, Bethany Home, King Summer at Last Exit Live, 8 p.m. Got Phoenix Folk Night. I want to call it I want to alliterate. But with Rad Pinkard, he then Mandy Galvin added to it. And Luigi Leone at the Yucca Tap, 8 p.m. We also got a New Year kickoff 2024 with Rad Stacey, Alice Pass, Far From Good, Another Day's Demons, and plenty more at the Nile Underground starting at 6 p.m. Plus, Scott Clafstein's usually streaming on his Twitch, twitch.tv/Scott Clafstein. You know him for Little... Yeah, you do probably know him for Little Spam. You probably knew him from Real Big Fish once upon a time. Both awesome. Both he does play some couple. And also, he just takes requests, and it's super awesome. So twitch.tv/Scott Clafstein. Go check that out if you're hanging at home. And then Saturday, yes, this is where we got our memorial that they popped up here over at the Ground Zero Studios for Roger Armstrong Memorial with Tackless, one of his bands that he also played in, 8 Gun Band with Jesse Yonkers, and Punk for Life, I think, is a band, if I read the flyer right, or maybe we're just calling them Punk for Life, because Roger was awesome. But that's at the Ground Zero Studios, 7 p.m. You can go donate and support there. And then, I know, it's like all sad notes. We're saying goodbye to people in different ways. But we have Adios Nick. It's a show at Yucca where another friend, Nick, is leaving and moving to Texas. And so a few of his friends in bands also want to, say goodbye and play him an awesome show for him, which includes Bocat, The Galoshes, Ingrate at the Yucca Tap, 8 p.m. And then I also realized I spelled Adios wrong in my notes, but you won't know this until I post it. But you now know it, so I gave it up. Regardless, Cycloptopus, St. Pop, Mist Q, and KTRA at the Chopper Johns, 8:30 p.m. Also throwing us out there, go support Ring Finger No Pinky. They're going to be over at the Rock Out to AZ Bike Week, competing with 7 other bands that I don't know them, so we're just going to throw Ring Finger No Pinky. And they're saying they're playing around, I think, 11:20, so get there early, hang out, help them get to play AZ Bike Week over at the Harley Davidson of Scottsdale. And it's running from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., so they're on early, if I read my notes right. Also, we got Paul, or we're going to name it, remember, Death by Stereo. A Death. Oh my god, now we're just fucking up. We got David Miner. There you go. Sorry. With Katie Main Lubrication at the Dirty Drummer, 8 p.m. Pumpkin Pints with Punk Daddy at 1227 Tap Room, 7 p.m. And later Saturday. But Sunday, Sunday we got one that I know a lot of people were looking forward to in the small space of Yucca Tap Room. We've got the return. We're gonna hype it up. Hype. I should have queued up fireworks. Oh god, we had enough of those, right? New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve and pretty much a lot. People ramped up their firework game. They were louder. To a lot of people's detriment. Regardless, tangent. We paused. It's like when a band pauses and just keeps playing a little bridge, right? And then they're talking, and suddenly to go into what you're... And that's what we're going to do. We got Smoking Popes playing Yucca Tap Room with Bad Cop, fucking favorite people, and the Dreaded Laramie at Yucca Tap, 7:30 p.m. Boom, right? Not as loud as those fireworks I heard. Some of those things, but still, boom. Moving on, we got Elvis's birthday show or celebration with Brenda Lee, Pat Roberts, Tin Can Screamers, Jacob Woodside, Shay Namath, and a lot more over at the Rhythm Room starting around 5 p.m. We've got Low Blow with Young Fiction, Natstagram, fuck yes, and the Spacers' second fuck yes at the Rock, Tucson, 7 p.m. I feel like I am... Anyways, moving forward. I can't get the giggles out, apparently. But yeah, fucking Spacers on that list. I need to check out these. Once we're better, once I can fucking feel better 100%, Again, the Spacers, Matt's-gram. I freaking gotta go see him. Moving on now. We got Bite Me Bambi, of course, streaming usually on Sundays on their twitch.tv/Bite Me Bambi, 3 p.m. And then, yeah, Monday, yeah. Tuesdays, the usual rigmarole. Is that the right word? Streams like Chris Murray doing his Bluey live stream over on his Facebook at 6 p.m. We got Bite Me Bambi doing the morning streams at 8 a.m. Sky Cloudstein at 10 p.m. So you got some awesome. I know, it's ska, right? And I fucking think it's awesome, so it's on here. And then Wednesday, we've got some live music. We've got the Insomniacs with the Spacers up here playing their normal hometown. The Past 86ers and Readout at the Rebel Lounge, 7:30 p.m. We got Slaughter Beach Dog with Sun June at 191 Tool down in Tucson, 8 p.m. And Scott Klopstein usually streaming 10 a.m. over on his Twitch. Then for you guys that maybe want a second dose of them, or maybe you just don't want to go down to Tucson, we got Slaughter Beach Dog with, yes, Sun June at the Crescent Ballroom, 8 p.m. And they get those awesome burritos they got. We're just going to throw that out there. I really feel like I'm salivating thinking about food. And we might have to eat after we record. What if we... Oh, God. I do have a case of the Gills. So... But, yeah. Moving on. We got What If We Were Robots, The Woodworks, and Fleece over at The Beast. Speaking of food, Cornish Pasty, Tempe. That one is 6 p.m. start, according to what I saw as a Facebook group. So, yeah. Some super awesome bands there. We got Sirens of the Valley. It's a show featuring Lisette Denise... I think that's, hopefully I didn't mispronounce, AJ Ordneal, Proper Pet, Jules, and Diva Bleach at the Valley Bar, 7 p.m. That's a good lineup. Go check that out. We also got the Black Moods at the Wasted Grain, 7:30 p.m. And Scott Klopstein streaming once again, always in the morning on those days, 10 a.m. Friday, we got Super Secret It's Party. Oh, fucking hell. Super Secret It's Fine Party, but it says in parentheses to invite everyone, so that's why we're getting in on this list. With, of course, It's Fine, Birth of Monsters, Manecdotes. Once, I think they were featured on a punk rock museum, Manecdotes, so they're not famous. They're above our pay grade now. But still go check them out. Punk rock museum, I did say that. Don't get brain fog. And the Spacers at Time Out Lounge, 8 p.m. We also got Fa Friends and Fun with the Pubes, with Carol PC and the Handshakers, and Blood Feud Family Singers. Holy hell, that is gonna raise some hell and be a blast with some good food you could order while you're there. Really, this is just an episode about I'm clearly needing to eat after we're done here. But it's at the Fa Cow, 8 p.m. There you go. And we got Noah Martin and Slow Kill with TV Messages, Street Creep over the Nile Underground down there at the Nile, 7 p.m. Plus Scott Klopstein's always streaming, 10 p.m. All right, we're going to try to get rid of these giggles. And apparently that I guess I'm starving or wanting food. But hopefully you guys have fun out there watching these bands, enjoying music. We're going to fucking... At least, apparently I've bounced back to be in good spirits. That's what Roger would want, right? Fucking hell. Regardless, miss you, Roger. Hopefully you guys also just have fun out there. Enjoy these musicians, enjoy these bands, embrace the time you get to catch them. Because you never know when some fucking health shit will pop up like mine. And yeah, enjoy that energy. I love it. I love the energy of a live show and seeing these bands, and hopefully soon, hopefully soon, be better. But yeah, enjoy it. Be safe out there, of course. And I guess, until next week. Whoop, there we go. Well, take care.